So this deck is Silverbolt Forest. It's a deck that has existed in Shadowverse since the beginning, and it was kind of popular in the beginning, although always overshadowed by the Path to Purgatory variant, which uses a lot of the same cards. And then later on in Darkness Evolved, it was totally overshadowed by Temple Forest. But it's gotten some support in Bahamut because of this card, White Wolf of Eldwood. So this is a combo deck, and the main way it wins is by burst damage. So the burst damage revolves around two cards. One of them is Silverbolt, and the other one is White Wolf. So first, let's talk about Silverbolt. Silverbolt's a 9-cost card. It's very, very expensive. What it does is it draws a card, and then it does X damage to any enemy. That includes face. And X is the amount of cards in your hand. So, for example, it's turn 9. You have a completely full hand of 9 cards. If you play this, then you do 9 damage. Okay, so 9 damage is a lot, but that's nowhere near enough for an OTK. That's where this card comes in. White Wolf. This is an 8-cost 4/4 with Rush, and very, very unique last words effect here. When this thing dies, it's going to randomly put one of the highest cost Forestcraft cards, excluding itself, from your deck into your hand at the start of your next turn. And then what's really important is the cost. It changes its cost to 0. So basically, the main idea is you want, on turn 8, ideally you want to play this. It's a 4/4, it has Rush, it can attack right away, can't attack face. And best case scenario is you're able to suicide into something, so it dies, right? And so that means at the start of your next turn, turn 9, you're guaranteed to draw Silverbolt. And then Silverbolt gets its cost changed to 0. And then that means you now have a free spell that does 9 damage on turn 9. So the full combo actually does 18 damage. Because that's why we have 3 Silverbolts in this deck. The full combo is, turn 8, play Wolf, suicide it. Then turn 9, you get your 0-cost Silverbolts, you have a full hand. And basically you just do double Silverbolt to face, 0-cost Silverbolt followed by the original one. And that does 9 plus 9, 18 damage. So the main win condition of this deck, in the early game, chip down your opponent, do at least 2 damage, so that they're 18 health, and then survive, and then on turn 8, Wolf, turn 9, OTK. So because this is a deck that relies on getting to turn 8, turn 9 to win, you have a lot of stall tools. If you look at all these cards here, these are pretty standard for most of the Forest decks. Forest decks in general tend to be combo-based decks. So you have like the staples like May, Guidance, Roach, Fairy Whisperers, Justice, all these fairy generators, Ancient Elf. But then we also have cards like Fairy Beast, which is very, very good. You need to heal, because we are kind of a stall deck. We gotta stall until our big combo. We also have Will of the Forest, which is a really, really strong AoE spell. And it's good in this deck, because in this deck, it's very, very important to have a full hand, right? Because if you don't have a full hand, Silverbolt sucks. So we tend to have a nearly full hand at all points in the game, which is why we have Will of the Forest. Helps us stay alive. Another good inclusion is Homecoming. So Homecoming was a card that was nerfed a couple of expansions ago. It used to be 5 cost, now it's 7. This card is not very good in general, but it actually works quite well in this deck, because we're trying to stall. So if things get too crazy, on turn 7, turn 8, and we can't do our combo without dying, then Homecoming is a way to stall for time. And then in my version of the deck, I have Tia. Tia is just really, really good for tempo. What's also important is that, if you are able to get its fanfare effects by comboing 2 cards, it's a ward, and it also just evolves for you, which is really good for tempo swings. Obviously the Tia and Elven Princess Mage combination is really broken. If you're going second, that's like one of the best possible plays. Turn 4, Elven Princess Mage evolve, and then turn 5, double 0-cost fairy into Tia. So you have all these cards that help you stay alive until your big combo turn. Another card to consider, I don't have it in my deck, but I know a lot of other people run it, is Mahes. That's the 6 cost guy, the new card introduced in Bahamut. He's a ward. I believe he has 4 stick stats, but I might be wrong. I don't remember. But then the other effect he has is, you know, if you play 2 cards before him, then he does 2 AoE damage to all enemies. And that all enemies text is important, because that means it also hits face. So, you know, if you're unable to do 2 damage to your opponent before turn 8, then Mahes can also do 2 damage for you, if you're able to get his combo effect off. So yeah, that is Silverbolt Forest in a nutshell. So, yeah, always keep Ancient Elf. This is kind of an awkward hand, but at least we have Elf on 3. And pick up the 1-drop effect. So, we could have played Glimmering Wings there, just to cycle, but it's unnecessary because we already have a turn 3 play. So it's okay to keep this, get more value out of it later. So Fairy Whisper means that this is not Roach Forest, or not aggro at least. Return. So this sets up our next turn, because next turn we could do Fairy Wings. We can't get through that. So technically we could use Roach to get through it, but that's a really poor use of resources. So the play here is to draw a lot. We do Fairy Glimmering Wings, and then that also increases, or it doesn't increase, but it draws us a lot of cards, keeps our hand big so that we can will the forest next turn if we have to. And then, although we can't kill this at the moment, usually you wouldn't attack if you can't kill something. But here it's okay to bump our Ancient Elf into his, because by doing that, you leave it 1 life, and that means that, you know, if nothing else happens, we could use these fairies to trade into the elf next turn. Yep, so we'll just do... Now, we don't have any big cards to play, so we just do Water Fairy, Glimmering Wings, draw even more. And then we're going to save the guidance for Roach, if we need it later on. My opponent misplayed earlier there, because he disemboweled a card. And he plays 2 0-cost fairies right away. So because he played 2 0-cost fairies, that tells me he does not have Tia. So this turn we have a couple things. There's a lot of different ways we could do this. We could send both of these face, play Ancient Elf, evolve Ancient Elf to kill the Princess Mage. We could also play the 5-drop Fina to get the 0-cost Goblin Mage, evolve, hit that, and then trade just to leave a fairy on board. But I believe the best play is actually Will the Forest, because that cleans up everything. Also, you notice that we already did 3 damage to him, so that means he's already in combo range for Double Bolt. So this is the best tempo play. We have 2 things on the board, and he has nothing. Another Princess Mage. It's really weird that he's just using the 0-cost fairies like that. Alright, so then this turn, yeah, it's Fina. This allows us to keep our hand size big. And then we're not going to play the Goblin Mage, just so we get a combo activator later on for Roach. Play the Fairy. Yep. There's Tia. Okay, so that's perfect. Now it's turn 8. Because of our plays earlier, using the Will of the Forest to clear instead of using up all our Evos, we have White Wolf, and we can suicide the White Wolf into this. And since we want to minimize damage, we can suicide normally, but we do want to get rid of this, because 6 damage is a lot. So the play is to White Wolf evolve, and then suicide it into the Eve. So that guarantees that we draw the Silver Bolt next turn. So at this point, he's at 16 health. He's basically dead. The only thing that could save him is if he runs healing. So if he has Fairy Beast. Even then, even if he did have Fairy Beast, we still have Roach combo as well. Well, there's a taunt, so Roach combo's out of the picture. Yep, that's not gonna do it. Here's the combo. Sylvan is a good keep here, since Shadow usually plays 2 drops at 2 health. We're going second, so it's a really good reactive tool. This matchup's usually pretty good, assuming it's not aggro Shadow. Okay, so we just killed it. That's awkward. Well, can't play Ancient Elf. Alright, so still trying to make it awkward for him to get value out of the Lurching Corpse here. We have a very full hand now. So he has a full clear. Pretty good. Wow. So we can make a really big Ancient Elf. Still have enough play points left over to play 1 Fairy. Ooh, the hard counters. Bird is one of the best answers to a big ancient elf. Just returns it to a 2/3. Alright, that puts him at 16, so now he's in OTK range. As long as we can keep our hand full going into turn 8, it's happening. As long as there's a heal too. Oh god, there's a healing. We don't have any big dudes though, so Kawi's not a big deal here. So we get an easy clear here with Elf Child. Make it so he only heals 1. Another roach hit. And there we go. Picked up a homecoming. So he didn't play Neff, but if he played Neff, and I had no real answer, then homecoming would have been a nice answer right there. So it's turn 8, we have Wolf, and sadly, we can't suicide the Wolf, but it's still kind of an awkward situation for my opponent, because he doesn't want to kill it, but if he doesn't kill it, then this Wolf threatens 4 damage every turn. Actually, it threatens 6, because I still have Revolve. Alright, so he still killed him. We draw 2 cards, one of them is guaranteed to be Silverbolt. So unfortunately, in this game, we didn't draw a single Silverbolt before turn 8 and turn 9, so we can't do the standard combo. But actually we still have lethal because we have Silverbolt 0 cost and then a big roach combo and evolve. So that's why it's important to save your roaches in this matchup. You just want to do a little bit of damage, but then save your roaches, you know, in case something like this happens, so we don't draw a double Silverbolt. So now we have a full combo. And even if we didn't, you know, if we couldn't do anything, then we still have Homecoming to save us. And, you know, Will of the Forest if the board is a little smaller. Oh, let's see. He already knew. So Sylvan's always a good keep against Sword. They usually play 2 drops that have 2 health. Like that. So this play, we could do just Naked Ancient Elf, or we could do 3 Fairies. Naked Ancient Elf does contest the 2/2, but 3 Fairies means that you know, Sword, they don't usually have AoE, at least not this early in the game. So if I do 3 Fairies, that sets up an Ancient Elf turn. The only thing that's really weak to, or only thing he gets punished by, is Amelia. So hopefully he doesn't have Amelia. Oh. Okay, yeah, that too. Bane's pretty annoying. We can kind of deal with this though, with Elf, then play another fairy, and then Suicide and Evolved Fairy into it. Yeah, looking back now, probably should have just played Naked Ancient Elf. That was better. Wow. So, Will of the Forest is the play here. It's not enough, though. One ping short. So I actually... Does that clear? Okay. So this is actually a misplay. I should keep the fairy. With this deck, it's important to withhold cards, because you get a lot of benefits over having a full hand. But in the end, I don't get punished for it. So we get a free homecoming here. We can clear that. Tia, then Evolved Fairy. It's trying to put me into Albert range, looks like it. That's pretty scary. Healing is good. So that puts us out of range of Albert's. Or he'll be one off unless he runs Mentor's Teaching. Looks like he's trying to search for it. I'm gonna go with a Fairy Fairy Roach Guidance to draw some cards here. Wow, that's a lot of damage. So at this point, you know, he's way low in health. But so am I. And actually, I'm dead to Albert if he has it. Alright, wow, lucky. No Alberts. So it's pretty unlucky that we ended up drawing all 3 Silver Bolts and didn't draw a single White Wolf. But actually we have Lethal. So if you play Silver Bolt now, it's only going to do 5 damage. But if you play Fairy Circle, it increases our hand size, and so it'll do 6 damage, so that's lethal. Oh, I miss lethal. I should have played Fairy Circle Silver Bolt. That would have been the end of the game. So it turns out this is a pretty unlucky game for both both me and my opponents. I mean, now I don't need Fairy Circle, I just have Lethal with Silver Bolt, but it was pretty unlucky because I drew all 3 bolts and no wolves, but also unlucky for my opponent because he played 3 Maid Leaders and did not draw any Alberts. Looks like I'm going for the Roach combo. Yeah, that's another way to win.
私だって戦えるんだから。
光があなたを導くでしょう。
ここで決めるよ。リーナちゃんのいるところ笑顔と勝利ありよ。
これで決めます。
超絶可愛いフィーナちゃんにお任せってね。とっておきだよ。フィーナちゃんのいるところ笑顔と勝利ありよ。ピカピカ見つけたゴム。ピカピカ見つけたゴム。
悪名はそこまでじゃ。
ここからです。
貴様の弱点ビシッと見えたぞ。
逃げろゴム。逃げろゴム。ニコ頑張ります。むぎゅー。ねえねえ、何して遊ぶの？
何？悪名はそこまでじゃ。
終わりにしましょう。
貴様の弱点ビシッと見えたぞ。何？
立ち入るなら容赦はしない。
哀れなる子羊を救いください。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？
森の命は必ず守ります。命の巡りとは覚悟。
ひどいな
あ。立ち入るなら容赦はしない。素晴らしい腕前です。
私だって戦えるんだから。私の力見せてあげる。 物ども、何して遊ぶの？いったと。ねえねえ、何して遊ぶの？いったと。今日も森は平穏ね。
森の命は必ず守ります。
ここで決めるよ。
遠き未来への旅はまだ続きます。
いったと。
命の巡りとは覚悟。
必死しや押してまいります。
とっておきだよ。
森の精よ、我が呼びかけに応えなさい。
ねえ、何して遊ぶの？とっておきだよ。
未熟者ゆえすみません。必死しや押してま共に行きましょう。共に行きましょう。
ひどいな。
森の命は必ず守ります。
これでおしまい。
遠き未来への旅はまだ続きます。
未熟者ゆえすみません。
ねえ、何して遊ぶの？ね
命の巡りとは
え、
覚悟。
何して遊ぶの？この領域は絶対不可侵。立ち去りなさい。
我は表彰の剣なり。
ひどいな。森の嘆きに聞こえます。ひどいな。ひどいな。
立ち入るなら容赦はしない。ティア、すまない。
森の嘆きに聞こえます。ひどいな。ひどいな。ひどいな。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？ひどいな。すっごく強いんだね。私だって戦えるんだから。
退屈させてくれるなよ。
血と痛みで私は目覚める。
痛いの嫌いなの。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？この人にいじめられたの。いったと。
ひざまずいて口づけしないの。楽しめたよ。
血に溶けていく。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？
ひざまずいて口づけしないの。
小手調べだ。
僕に選ばれたんだ。光栄に思えよ。
いったと。
楽しめたよ。
何して遊ぶの？ひどいな。
少し本気を出すとし。
ひどいな。何して遊ぶの？ここで決めるよ。なんか体が何して遊ぶの？
森の命は必ず守ります。
何して遊ぶの？
命の巡りとは覚悟。迅速に生産に。
フィナーレだ。
戦争って本当に素敵だわ。
何して遊ぶの？何して遊ぶの？
面白かったわ。迅速に生産に。
とっておきだよ。少しは大人になれたかな。
立ち入るなら容赦はしない。
貴様の力を認めねばならん。
私だって戦えるんだから。
退屈させてくれるなよ。
血と痛みで私は目覚める。
何して遊ぶの？
神様の言葉だよ。
ひどいな。
神様。
ねえ、何して遊ぶの？
これは神様の言葉だよ。
いったと。森の嘆きが聞こえます。ここで決めるよ。真珠様の導きのもとに。
神様。
ピカピカ見つけたゴム。
小手調べだ。
ひどいな。血に溶けていく。
ひざまずいて口づけしなよ。
血と痛みで私は目覚める。
少し本気を出す。
楽しめたよ。
嫌いなの。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？ねえ、何して遊ぶの？
森の命は必ず守ります。
痛いの嫌いなの。とっておきだよ。悪い人は霊なの。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？血に溶けていく。これでおしまい。
遠き未来への旅はまだ続きます。
痛いの嫌いなの。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？
私の負けだな。